day 8 or 9. I don't know. Who knows? Day 8 or 9.
Oh God, I've got goggles on.
I've enlisted the Elton Turner because it's got too shit for me. Where is he?
See my eyes already. Bolt number 1.
Gotta get these brackets out before I can put the flooring in. And it looks like it's a worse job than fitting a suspension. So these brackets, kind of okay. These ones, underneath the fuel tank, it is just one of the shit jobs that I'm hating already. Look how shit it is under here. It is terrible. It is bad. Every single bolt is rusty. Everything's oh my god, look at that. Everything you touch on this van. This is everything you touch on this van is full of crap. Like, it's actually not bad considering it's not that rusty, but it is full of crap. It's like someone's parked it in a field. That is bad. It is bad. Anyway, we've got to crack on. Back to the time lapse.
Get up what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Me get up. First shot, come strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, y'all can't copy yet. Glad.
Look at all this shit that's dropped out. This is just the first tray. I haven't even gone down there. A bit scabby, these arches, these seals, but they're not bad. Pretty good for what it is. I mean, she's done 500,000 miles. Juan. It takes Juan to know Juan. I've got grit in my mouth. At least it feels like I'm making progress, unlike yesterday. Oh look, all the lights on the top. It's cool. But I'm a Ford guy, but this is why I like Volkswagens. Just got like shit in my eye. This Volkswagen is this T5 is a 62 plate. Check this out, look. Underneath, everything is wax coated. Like wax, I guess, sort of a version of their wax oil. It just looks, look at that, it's 13 years old. It's clean as a whistle. Just got all these brackets out. So far, I think we've done 4 of 12. Another one. So, I've done 2. I've only done 1.
Yeah. It's not the hard one.
Pay for what you get for labour. It's turning out this job is definitely shitter than the suspension.
Yeah, this is quite solid.
It's the brackets that I've got to touch the floor. Above everything here. So we've chose the less time intensive option and drilled holes. That's using a wobbly bobbler on a ratchet. It is not a pleasant job. All to get these brackets out, which obviously you've got to do for the to put the ply guys flooring in for the liner. So this is not pleasant. It's not a fun experience, not gonna lie to you. Onwards we crack. Yay! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're exactly halfway through. Woohoo!
Well, I mean, it's half of them done. Don't mean we're halfway through.
That is not a positive mental attitude.
I am positive.
Walking in this here is our party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it all way. Chrome music. I shed my skin and put my bone.
Right, it may as well do the rear brakes, but they should slide in and out to account for pad wear. And of course, what's that? The only roll bar? Fucking bastard, mate. bastard. It's all shit in it. So I've got to iron that in, get these out, probably have to knock these out. Spin them up in the lathe, nice and fucking clean, re-grease it all. 5-minute job, then it's a 3-hour job. Lucky we love this shit. So this is like the shit pad out. I took the other side apart, but it's proved too difficult. These little sliders are jammed in, so I'm hoping that these aren't as bad. This side has been the easier side. So far all I've used is a 13mm, an 18mm and a 21mm for the whole thing. Why does everything have to fight me? But I mean, so at least I'm not painting them red, right?
Smooth.
Right, I'm jumping in and out here. This is something you never want to see. Pad had obviously jumped out onto the wheel. It's actually been using brake piston as a brake pad. So probably, most likely, I'm gonna have to check the back of this disc. But ultimately I'm just gonna put pads in it and run it, bucket. Discs are not too bad. They are a bit lipped on the backside, to be fair. But I got a long 21 you can have any day of the week, mate. It's day 9 or 10, I think. But here we are, doing it again. I've got the foreman. She keep an eye on me. And your baby. Yes, she is a beautiful little girl. Made her a little bed. She's got a little hoodie on. Excellent. So we're on day, I believe it's 9 or 10. Could be 10, I'm not sure. Possibly. Got the first side of the new Stance Plus Scooby-Doo's on. I've got, so I put new top mounts on it. New. Going to keep these discs because they're not too bad. I'm going to put new pads in the front. But I have, this will change it as well. I was just going to check this side as well. Yeah, they're not lipped. But on the rear, a bit of problem, a bit of snag, as they call it. Snag in the industry is, okay, so this stuff's all in. This is all nice. Needs to be adjusted and stuff, but I need to do that at the field. These sliders are completely rusted in. I'll take them off. And this this caliper here, the pad had fallen out. It was inside the wheel or something else. Not even sure where it was actually. And you can see this pad, this piston has been used as a brake pad. So that's seized. This seal is completely and utterly perished. There's like a hole in it, you can see there. So that's not going to wind back in. So what I've had to do is order new rear calipers and carriers as well. Oh, I thought that'd come out easier. So yeah, so I'm waiting on them. So it's going to be another couple of days. But luckily, I got a set of calipers and carriers, like pattern parts, but for 120 quid delivered. You right, boss? Yeah, she is a good girl. And this side, I'll show you, this side is the same. The temperature has dropped dramatically. When I started doing this last week, it's like 21 degrees, it's like 15 degrees today, you really can feel it, so the attire has changed. But yeah, this side basically was the first one I came across. I've done everything I can to get these moving. These should all be greased and slide, but obviously over time, it dries out. And these, because it's probably been sitting for as long as it has, these are completely rock solid now. So I'll take these little stainless steel slider plates out. I've got new pads for it. I was wishfully thinking that I can just change the pads and get on with it, but I've ordered new discs and everything now. I bought a winder tool, which I might keep, even though it's 30 quid, which seems a little bit expensive. But I'm gonna need it right for the future, so I may as well hang on to it. But yeah, so these, I mean, all the tools I've used so far is an 18mm socket up here, a 21 at the bottom, a 24 at the top, the 18 and the 21 at the front there, and a 13mm for here. That's all the tools so far. So I might do I might do like a little breakdown of what tools you actually need to do this job. The worst job was taking the brackets out from underneath the car, which Turner helped me with yesterday, which was very, very kind. We did the whole lot in an hour, which was pretty good going. If you drop the outside of the tank down, very, very easy to access. So that was a result. So today's jobs are pull these carriers off. I'm going to leave these. I might get new brake hoses as well. Fuck it, yeah, I'll order new brake hoses because they're old, aren't they? The handbrake cable, not changing that because it's a shit job. Where you going, boss? Do you want to move your bed over? Shall I move your bed over? Move the bed over. All I want to do is put this back on its wheels, because all this work really is for the vision, isn't it? We don't do any of this to just enjoy it, sitting on cold concrete and this stuff. It's the vision, and I want to put this on the 20s, slammed, looking good. Not slam, but you know, maybe like top of the wheel here somewhere. But yeah, we're a way off yet. It's going to be a cool van. You know, say it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. The exhaust outer skin has absolutely perished, but it's not leaking, so I ain't changing it. This is all stripped, and the other side, she's all stripped. I've got a wire brush her down, clean her up. New calipers, new pads, new discs on the back because it's all not great. And discs on the front are okay. They're pretty much new, I think. So I'm going to take these off and put new pads in it. But I need to do the suspension. I never did an unboxing of the Stance Pro for the other side, so I thought just quickly while I'm here I'll do just the unboxing bit. I'll be honest with you, so far, now these might be the worst riding suspension ever made, but so far £600. So check it out. This is how they come in the box. Free coil. Hold up. This is really hard to do. Let's just do that. So let's have a look here. So obviously your spanners, they're for front and back. Got your coil. Got your dust boot. Now, I know people have said this shit, but I've also had people say they're good for a couple of years. Now, I can't get the ones I actually want. So these are going to have to do. And if I'm honest, for £600, you know, you've got the perch height, you've got the damper adjustment. Okay, they are fixed damping, but I would like to think that someone who's put these together hasn't gone, every T5 driver wants to drive it like it's driving the tank, and it's rock hard, and it knocks all your teeth out. So I think it's, I don't know. What I'm doing is I'm copper slipping all these grips, these threads up, so they're like, you know, they won't be solid and corroded in the future. So I'm getting distracted with that there. Yeah, but I mean, look at it. £600 front and rear coilovers. Am I going to eat my words? Am I going to go, actually guys, for 600 quid, they were an absolute rip-off, pile of shit. But so far, first impressions, okay.
To everything I record to it, and yeah, I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. Got that Bob Barker suit game and Plinko in my style. Money.
Stripping the front end out, got the pads out. It's all good, so now take some out, some new pads. I wasn't sure about changing these pads. I heard that they were new, but they're fucking manky. So I'm pretty happy I did it. These will clean up after a few heavy emergency brakes. But what I was going to say is these kits here, Sealy AK219, are worth their weight in gold. These kits here, basically they come with these adapters for the sockets in. So I've got the little one at the moment, just for the anti-roll bar end. But these are really, really helpful. They are peanuts, absolutely peanuts. You know, it's all made in China, so who gives a shit? But they have every single size you need. I don't think they're impacts. They don't look like impacts, but they have every single size in short and long. So any job you come across, you know, the 12 points and all that stuff, torques, it's there, you've got it. So invest in one if you're doing car stuff. I don't use it that often, but when I do, like now, straight for this, for the anti-roll bar ends, I can put a socket on it and a big spanner and just bosh it off. So yeah, that's my little, another little handy tip. You know, if you give a shit, if not, or you've got something better, let me know. But yeah, I find it really, really handy, and for like the cost of like £20, maybe less than 20 quid, probably 20 quid, like you've got like your metrics, your torques, and then you've got 12-point stars. So yeah, very useful. So riddle me this, guys. When I'm ordering drop links from Transport HQ, it says when you're lowering your car, you need longer drop links. And I've always, if you're lowering the car, i.e. moving the wheel into the body of the car more, I've always used shorter drop links. Why would I need longer drop links? I don't get it. I'm trying to figure it out right now in front of the camera. Because look, you got this here, this is all the same place. This is obviously the anti-roll bar. So you've got your drop link. Now, I've just cranked this up, so I've just jacked this up and got the drop link on. Now I've just took the jack off. Now the drop link thread, I'll leave it out. The thread is sitting on the wishbone. I do not understand why you would want longer drop links. Can someone explain to me? I don't understand. I understand if it was specific and these were moving. I don't get it. I really, really don't get it. Because I don't understand. I literally don't get it. I mean, I've just jacked the car up to put pressure on the suspension to compress it all. Now, obviously, this is not the correct ride height, but under compression, I can get obviously tools on the back of this. But I don't get it. Normally, you put shorter drop links in because everything is going up, everything is compressing, so you put shorter, surely. Or am I wrong? Have I missed something here? Don't get it. Someone please make it make sense. In other news though, it's looking pretty fresh. So now it's time for side 2. And what's the time? 1:42. I just had a chocolate donut and a coffee. I don't feel like that is a sufficient lunch for doing this sort of stuff, but you know when you just want to crack on, just carry on. But I'm getting a bit second coffee of the day, so it's kicking in. Anyway, whatever. Let's get cracking. This is 100% why I make mistakes, because I'm like, oh, I should stop and eat. I don't want to. Anyway, this shit doesn't do itself, does it? It just don't fix itself. So here we are. At least there's a little bit of sun today, and a little bit of a breeze because I've been sweating. I was double hoodieing it earlier, and oh yeah, there you go. There's my donut. Oh, I did have a pack of chocolate biscuits as well, so should one nicking really, just get on with it. But yeah, nice little breeze. The other side is not in the sun. Actually, the other side might be in the sun now. At least I'm staying warm. You know, it's lovely. You know, this car shit ain't all sunshine and rainbows, but sometimes it is. Got to just enjoy yourself. So guys, it might be like a broken record here, but when you're doing stuff like this sort of thing, treat yourself to new bolts. A pair of those was £9. You know, things like these top mounts. So that goes up in the chassis. That bolts down. And this is the old, I think they call it the top mount, don't they? That's the bit that rotates, so you know if your suspension is clonking and creaking when you turn left and right, that's the bit that shit its pants. This is like a heavy duty one. That goes on the top of the spring, on top of the coil. That then goes on top of that like that. That goes up in the chassis with that bolted through. That goes up, and then you put the nylock on top of that nylock there. Do yourself a favour, get new bolts, copper slip everything, so when you want to take it apart later, it all comes apart. And yeah, I wish you all the best. Still struggling on, but we're getting there. But yeah, I mean, for the cost of like new anti-roll bar drop links, I think they were like 20 quid, 25 quid for the pair. Those bolts were £9. The pair of these was not a lot of money. You want to just build it as one complete unit. So yeah, it looks all right up there, doesn't it? A little bit scabby, but not terrible for what it is. I've got to get this drop link off, so I think this is a pattern part, because it's got a different fitting. It's got Torx in the end of it. I've got to get this bolt off here, so I'll do that now. And then yeah, got to get the coil in before we get rained off for the whatever day. I think we're day 9 or 10. I'm not sure, I don't know, I've lost count anymore. I feel like I'm cast away, I feel like I'm just being floated out at sea. I have no idea what day of the week it is. Well, at least we're having fun though, right? Ish.
Like the ceiling can't hold us. Nah, can I kick it? Thank you. Yeah, I'm so damn grateful. I grew up really wanna go fronts, but that's what you get when Wu-Tang raised you. Y'all can't stop me. Go hard like I got an 808 in my heartbeat. And I'm eating at the beat like it gave a little speed to a great white shark on shark week. Raw, time to go off, gone. Deuces goodbye. I got a world to see. And my girl, she